Hello to you again. This is J.R. Johnson, and I'm here with, this is the birth of Islam and the life of Muhammad, a very short introduction. This is part 3 of 5 short parts. Starting now, at that time in Medina there was a blind poetess by the name of Asma, A-S-M-A, daughter of Marvan, M-A-R-V-A-N, from the Us tribe, U-S-S tribe. In her poem she declared that Muhammad was the stranger who chastised the people of Medina for their sheep-like behavior toward him. She complained that a person who had betrayed his own kinfolks, the Quraysh and the Bani Hashim, and had killed their commander in war, was hardly justified in proclaiming himself a messenger of Allah, the benevolent, the merciful. Muhammad called upon Amr bin Adi, Asma's divorced husband, and ordered him to kill her. Amr dutifully entered Asma's house while she and her children were asleep, and while her youngest was nursing at her breast. When Amr tried to remove the infant, Asma awoke. He pushed the infant aside, grabbed Asma's throat with one hand, and with the other stabbed her in the heart. The following morning at prayer time, Muhammad was informed about the killing. He asked Amr, "Have you killed Marvan's daughter?" Amr replied, "Yes." Muhammad then turned to the people of the mosque and said, "If you would like to know who has served Allah and his messenger, look at Amr, A-M-R. Immediately after this affair, Muhammad committed his second. A 100-year-old poet by the name of Abu Afq, A-K-F, was an opponent of Muhammad and his new belief system. In the midst of a group of followers, Muhammad declared, "Which one of you will volunteer to release me from the harm of this man?" A recent convert, a member of the Bani Omar, clan, accepted the offer and killed Abu Afq, A-K-F. For this, Muhammad praised him. Muhammad needed more money and many more followers. In Mecca, he had used Gabriel, the archangel Gabriel, time and again to persuade people to believe and follow him. He now started to use Gabriel again, but this time, instead of preaching benevolence, love, caring, and mercy, he preached war, carnage, pillage, bloodthirst, rape, vengeance, enslavement. Muhammad saw that Arabs had nothing to offer him, but in Medina there lived Jews of the Bani Garitza tribe who had an enviable social life and who had amassed great wealth. He approached them proposing that they convert to Islam, one of his strongest tactics. If they refuse, attack and take and pillage what they have. They refused. Muhammad now needed an excuse to carry out his plan. He soon found one. In front of a goldsmith's shop in the Jewish marketplace, a young Muslim girl was sitting, awaiting her order. A young Jewish boy managed to pin her skirt to the top of her dress so that when she tried to stand, she found her skirt raised. She screamed, and a Muslim man who had witnessed the event grabbed the Jewish boy by the neck and killed the child. The Jews in the marketplace attacked and killed the Muslim man in revenge. Word reached Muhammad, who had been hoping for such an occasion. He summoned his troops and surrounded the Jewish settlement. The Jews expected help from the Khazraj, the Khazrah, and would not surrender. After 15 days of siege, they realized that no help was forthcoming, and so they surrendered. The booty or spoils of war taken by Muhammad was substantial, and the remainder made his friends rich. His treatment of the Jews of Bani Garitze created a new rift between Muslims and those who had refused to convert. After the Bani Garidze vengeance fiasco, another problem left a red spot on Muhammad's record. This was the execution of Ka'b ibn al-Ashraf. His crime, like that of Asma and Abu Afq, AKF, was his poetry. Muhammad ordered Muhammad bin Muslim to kill Ka'b. With the help of a gang's underhanded treachery, the task was accomplished. The gang attacked Ka'b, K-A-A-B, and cut him to pieces. They hurried to the mosque where Muhammad was awaiting the news. Muhammad congratulated them for their service and victory. When the gang members tossed Ka'b's, K-A-B-B, Ka'b's severed head at Muhammad's feet, Muhammad gleefully kicked it and praised Allah. Muhammad's victory in the war of Badr, B-A-D-R, led him into the war of Ohad, O-H-O-D, on the 7th day of Saval, the 3rd year of Hijrah, H-E-J-R-A-T. Abu Sufyan, Akrameh, son of Abu Jahl, who had been killed by Muhammad in the previous year in the war of Badr, together with Safwan bin Umayyah, Khalid bin Walid, and Abu Amr Rahib, marched toward Medina to avenge the death of those killed in Badr. They met Muhammad's army at the foothills of Ohad mountain. Hamze, H-A-M-Z-E, Muhammad's uncle, was killed and Muhammad was wounded. His head and face were badly blooded. But by running from the battlefield, Muhammad and his comrades survived. Muhammad lost some prestige for doing this, but his followers explained it away, saying that Allah wanted to examine their resolve. After the defeat, Muhammad decided that he should engage only in those battles where he was sure to be victorious. In the 4th year of Hijrah, H-I-J-R-A-T, Abu Bara, B-A-R-A, head of the Bani Amr, A-M-R, the Bani Amr clan, came to Medina. The Bani Amr and the Bani Salim were two clans of the Havazan tribe who lived in the Najd area. Abu Bara brought gifts for Muhammad, among them 2 horses and 2 camels. Muhammad agreed to accept the gifts on condition that Abu Bara convert to Islam. Abu Bara refused, saying that such a decision needed approval by the entire clan. He invited several of Muhammad's men to the clan for discussions. Muhammad accepted the offer and sent 40 of his followers to the Bani Amr clan with a letter. They reached Birmuye, B-I-R-M-U-Y-E, and in 3 days and sent a messenger to Amr ibn al-Tufil, the head of the Bani Salim tribe, to deliver Muhammad's letter. Tufil, without opening Muhammad's letter, ordered the messenger beheaded and issued an edict, A-D-I-C-T, an edict that not a single one of the remaining 39 stay alive. The people of the Bani Salim clan attacked the party of 39 men and cut them to pieces, except for Amr ibn Umayyah, who was away at the time and survived the massacre. The same fate befell 6 other messengers of Muhammad who had gone to deliver similar messages to Al-Raj, R-A-J-I. News of the massacre inflamed Muhammad. Every single day he prayed to Allah to condemn those responsible. 1 month later, Muhammad told his followers that Gabriel had visited him with a message. The martyrs of Birmuye, B-I-R-M-U-Y-E, had asked Gabriel to tell Muhammad and his friends that they had met with Allah, who was very pleased. Muhammad ordered this message to be included in the Quran. Later, he changed his mind and ordered it removed. His daily curses, damnations, condemnations, disrespects of others had prepared his soldiers for an assault. It is interesting to note that in the New Testament of the Bible, there are only several condemnations, but in the Quran, there are over 680. Now, to continue, this had prepared his soldiers for an assault on Bani Salim clan. On his way back to Medina, on his way back to Medina, on his way back to Medina, Amr ibn Umayyah, who had survived the massacre, met with two members of Bani Amr clan. In revenge, he killed them. He killed them while they were asleep. He later discovered that his two victims had actually been messengers who had conferred with Muhammad. Muhammad admonished the killer, saying that a restitution was called for. To accomplish this, Muhammad approached the Jews of the Bani al-Nazir tribe, who resided near the Bani Amr tribe, and were friendly with them. These Jews had signed treaties with Bani Amr and were well off financially. The Bani al-Nazir chiefs accepted Muhammad's proposal, and Muhammad went to meet with them, accompanied by Abu Bakr and Osman. In the middle of the feast, Muhammad vanished. His two companions searched for him everywhere, and when Omar and Osman returned to the mosque, they found Muhammad there. They asked what had happened. Muhammad explained that he had left for natural needs when Gabriel appeared to him, warning that his life was in danger. The Jews have conspired against you, was the message. Muhammad claimed to heed, is what Muhammad said. Muhammad claimed to heed the warning and so left. It is noteworthy that the day after his return, he sent a message with Muhammad bin Muslim, the killer of Ka'b bin al-Ashraf, to the heads of Bani al-Nazir tribe, telling them that they had 10 days to depart from Medina, and if they refused, they would all be killed. The bewildered chiefs of Bani al-Nazir told the messenger that they had agreements and treaties with Muhammad to live in peace. In other words, Muhammad reneged on his own treaty, and the Bani chiefs stated, "What kind of decision and demand is this?" They demanded to know. Predicting this, Muhammad had coached Mohammed bin Muslim to respond. Things have now changed. All agreements and treaties are nullified as of last night. As per the order issued by the messenger of Allah, you have to leave Medina. When the Jews refused to leave, Muhammad was unable to disguise his ecstasy, screaming, "Allah is great, Allah is great." So the Jews have decided to fight. He immediately summoned his warriors and armed them. And with Ali carrying the black banner, they started their march, surrounding and besieging the citadel. The Bani Garitze tribe, enemies of both Muhammad and Bani al-Nazirim, stayed out of the battle. The following year, Muhammad butchered them as well. Jews of the Bani al-Nazir fought courageously. In order to break their spirit, Muhammad did what no Arab had ever done in a tribal conflict. He ordered his soldiers to burn the date palm trees. Moses had earlier condemned such an act, declaring it utterly inhumane. Muhammad, in other words, went against the command of Moses, also a prophet. In response to the Jewish protest, Muhammad added a new verse to chapter 59 of the Quran, verse 5. Whether ye cut down the tender palm trees or ye left them standing on their roots, it was by leave of Allah, and in order that he might cover with shame the rebellious transgressions of the Jews. This has also, here are some sources for part 1, part 2, and part 3. These are books written. Abdullah Yusuf Ali, The Meaning of the Holy Quran. Hassan Abisi, From Mitra to Muhammad. Ali Mir Fitros, Islamology. Al-Kashaf, Al-Haqiqa, Al-Kanzil, Al-Zammakshari, which is in Arabic. Al-Ghazi, Muhammad ibn Omar al-Vakid, which is in Arabic. Dr. Grishman and Dr. Moin, Iran, From Beginning Till Islam, for part 1. Part 2, Dr. Rosh Shangar, Quran Restudied. Ali Dashti, 23 years, it's in Farsi. General Sir Percy, History of Iran. Abdul Hossein Zarin Kub, History on Balance. Abdul Adzim Rizay, 10,000 years, History of Iran. Mohammed bin Jair Tabari, Takrik Tabiri. This has sources for part 2. Gustav Le Bon, Arab and Islamic Civilization. Mohammed Bagher Majlisi, Hita al-Mu'tagin. Mohammed Bagher Majlisi again. Hayat al-Qibli, or Life of Muhammad. Abdul Hussein Sarkab, 2 Centuries of Silence, which is sources for part 3. We will go to part 4 of 5 short parts. I will meet you there.